Hey everybody, welcome back to Hunk and Junk, and I'm glad you kind of come back around. I know I've taken a little bit of time off and it's time to get things kicked back off. I kind of had some camera problems and went on a big long road trip and lost a bunch of footage and all kinds of stuff and just kind of had a long summer. So now I've got everything worked back out and it's time to get back to work, and man, I'm gonna start it off right for you. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you tell all your friends, and make sure you stay tuned till the end so that you see what I may have coming up next for you. Like and subscribe. I'll be right back with you. Alright everybody, well, welcome back. I'm glad you stuck around. As you can see from the heading, I guess, the picture I put on there, we got a rickety old Turner Toys, probably from the 1940s. Great big old truck. It's a good size truck too. Measures right at 27 inches long. So she's a big one. But I'm not going to do like what everybody else does whenever they get this kind of stuff. I'm not going to do a restoration. I'm not going to powder coat it, sandblast it, do all that mess. It ain't going to look nothing like this by the time I get done. You know why? Because I got a trick up my sleeve, man. A while back I built another toner truck, and what I ended up using, I saved part of it, and the part that I saved is a set of fenders. These are off of a Turner COE from the 30s. I built a ramp truck out of it as a fire truck, and I kept the rear fenders off of it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to build us a pickup truck. Yeah. So, first thing you need to do is get rid of the take the bed off. How would that come out right there? Get my handy dandy pliers. There we go. We'll set that to the side because we'll be using that again. We'll be using that here in a little bit. Thinking something like this. Is that in the view? Yeah. Thinking something like that. Showing you my tricks. Jenga blocks, fellas. And fellettes, there's a lot of ladies out there that watch too. I'm sorry, I don't mean to leave you out. You don't get mad. I'm just, I remembered. I'm sorry, I remembered. So that's kind of what I got in mind. Something along those lines. And our bed, we'll cut it down. But we kind of need to figure out how big we want our bed. That's the biggest thing, man. Is you got to get it right. And I think what I'm going to do is, normally, like on a Tonka pickup truck, you can see it there. On a Tonka, it's got this part of the frame right here, and then the bed sits on top, and then you got this little step. I got a pretty good gap right here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mount my bed sides. I'm going to make a bed and put the frame inside the bed, if that makes any sense. Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out as we go. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to need to do is go ahead and dress up my fenders. Now if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times, there's a reason that your tin snips have different colors. Your red snips, whenever you're cutting, holding something in your right hand, holding your snips in your left hand, they automatically want to cut to the left. Your green handled snips, when you're holding them in your right hand, they automatically want to cut to the right. Red to the left, green to the right. The yellow ones, which I don't really use very often, go right up the middle. So, let's get the marker out. Now I'm just going to cut all this off and then I'll dress it up on my sander. So I'm just going to draw right around there like that. Bloop. We're going to make it real simple. Something like that anyway. See how them automatically just kind of want to make that curve? Alright, now let's go put them on the anvil and hammer that edge out a little bit, and then we'll put them on the sander and get them all nice and cleaned up. Alright, start with our little bitty hammer. I'm just going to set it there on the edge on that corner. Alright, now let's go put them on the sander and get all that nice and rounded off and smooth and pretty. Alright, so safety first, man, always, no matter what. Yeah, I can live with that. Need to hit it with my other doohickey there. Right on. Alright. Now we got real nice set of fenders. Line up really good. Okay. So I think the next thing I need to do is determine the length of the bed. So that's where this is going to come in. This will be the front of the bed, but I'm going to mock it up using the back for now, just to kind of get my length and everything the way I want it. I'll probably need to stack me up some Jenga blocks over here. So we're going to get that close. Somewhere around in there. Then I can cut it. Thinking probably that's a little long. Got to get back and look at him, fellas. Let's see how she looks. Fellas, too. I ain't forgot about you. Don't get mad. I ain't forgot. So I'm thinking, come in and mark our bed right there. I think that'll do him. But you got to remember, we're cutting. We're going to leave this header panel on, cut it off, fold them over or something, and we need to, alright, I got my flaps bent over. I'm going to go ahead and make this cut and cut all this off. I don't know if these are the right tools or not. We'll find out. That mark ain't straight. That's my first mark. So now probably what I need to do would be to go ahead and I'm going to cut it in the middle. So I'm going to lay that here. Okay. What was my measurement here? 8.5 inches. Now we got us a good scribe mark all the way around. Today, fellers, you're gonna get a lesson. Handy dandy Jilson shears. Let's see here. I don't know if she'll cut this one like butter. It don't like that angle very much. I can fix that back. I keep telling you, get you a pair of Jilson shears. Well, you're fixing to see why. Can you see? I want you to watch real close. You gotta watch. Don't wait a minute. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, pop can wait. You don't need them pop. Just hang on. Here comes the surprise. Watch this. Bam. Look at that cut. See that? Look at that. How pretty is that? That's why I say get Jilson shears. You can cut them angles with them, man. That's hard to cut. You can't cut that with these. These won't cut this bed real nice and straight and pretty. You'll have a big mauled up cut. It'll look like ass and beans. It won't look good at all. Get you some Jilson shears. Alright, so I'm gonna probably fast forward or something, so go and get you a pop, get you some popcorn, all that good stuff. I'll go and get this thing cut on out of here. Okay, so I got my bed all cut down to 8.5 inches, and what I done is I went ahead and built this side. But in my haste, I've made it too long, and I put the fender back too far. It'd probably be okay, one or the other, but being a little bit too long and having the fender back too far, well, I got to redo it. Another thing that I done, and I really screwed up, is I washed this stupid thing. Oh God, I hate it. I'm sick. So let's take a look. Let's have a look and see what we done. We boogered it out pretty bad, man. So I got me a notch cut out in the front. The drape goes right over the frame. Something like that. Pull this up here. Put our little clips on. There. I think it's a little bit too long. Yep. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're looking at. So, I've used up so much of my time making this side, and I was going to show you that, but I think instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 2-part video, because it'll take me a little bit of time to fix that. So, I'm going to show you how I done it, but I'm going to use this. But the first thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to measure that again. I'm at right at 8.5 inches. So let's see. Yeah, it was a little bit longer. Yeah, right around 8.5. So let's do this. We'll go to, I think it needs a good 1/2 inch cut off. Let's see. Yeah, I think about a good inch cut off of there would be ideal. And then I can slide the bed forward, the fenders forward just a smidge. So let's do that. And yeah. Let's see, 7.5, 7.5. I think that's a little better. On this other bed, this one I ended up cutting the header panel out, and I used it down here, and then I cut a groove out right there. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do that. Bend that guy back out. It's huck and jump. I know you're asking yourself, what is he doing? I'm hunk and jump. What do you think? That's how it goes. That's how we work. We just hack it up, man. It ain't got to be pretty. Cause hunk and jump. Alright, so we got our header panel out. Now, let's cut a notch. Not a good 1/2 inch, roughly. I didn't measure that, I just winged it. Yeah. Good enough for the girls I date. Maybe not. Let me go hammer that for real quick and I'll be right back. All right. See what she looks like. I'm gonna try and be cantankerous. You always want to keep these little things right here around. You just never know when you can use them. I use them a lot for spot welding. That's about right. Now, put our fender up right about there. Yeah, there we go. So, I think I'm going to cut it off right here, and I'm going to fix that other bedside. And on the next episode, I'm going to show you how I built this little piece. I built it out of that because it's got the good patina. And off camera, I'm going to go ahead and take this running board and stuff off, fix this bedside, make it down to the correct length, and move my fender forward a little bit. And on next week's episode, what we'll be doing is we'll be going on. I'll show you how I made the bed, finished it up, got it just where I wanted it at right there. And what else I'm going to do is, I hate yellow, and I'm not a big fan of orange, which, you know, it's pretty ironic. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to fix that and I'm gonna make it all one color. I'll probably leave the fender green, and I don't know what to do about the color on the fenders yet. We'll see. And I need to come up with a set of wheels. So make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that little notification bell thingy that floats around on here all the time. And I'll see you back here next week. Thank you very, very much for watching.